that's good.
That's perfect.
What's up, Hankiboy here, and today we have something very, very nice for you. So Klean, one of QI Software's partner, streamed 2 hours of gameplay inside the shooting range yesterday. And let me tell you, it was packed with stuff. And Klean, like a true gentleman, allowed any content creators to use the footage of a stream to make their own videos. Now, before we start any of this, make sure to check him out on Twitch. I never ever watched a streamer in my life, honestly. Yesterday I hopped on Klean's Twitch about an hour before the Dead Matter stream started. He was playing some Tarkov. It was my first ever Twitch experience, and I'll admit I enjoyed it very much. So yeah, make sure to check out Klean. Not that he needs my shout out, of course, but he is a gentleman and quite entertaining. I'll have a link up in the description. So yeah, like I said, the stream was packed with content, but for this video I'll highlight some of the best segments. I will have other videos focusing on specific things. Now, I tried to keep the already known stuff out. I kept what in my mind was either really critical info, good for the newcomers, or stuff that was kind of new or wasn't or hasn't been talked about a lot. Now, usually this is where I tell you guys to subscribe, but one thing I realized is I never tell you guys why you should subscribe to my channel. So I'll take a few seconds to tell you why. Because you're not a drone, right? You don't just sub because some guy on the internet tells you to. You need a reason, and I will give you one. You're going to subscribe to my channel because you want the best and most researched Dead Matter info available out there, and I am the one who provides that. I research my stuff. I've watched all available vlogs, videos, posts, pictures over and over again. I zoom in, I rewind, I analyze every frame to find that little bit of information that others miss. If you don't believe me, here's some proof. Most people saw the new scope visuals and what the NDA watermark would look like in Klean's stream.
Oh, the new scope.
Oh, you gotta spawn item.
Yeah.
Me, I had that info out already. That means my subs were aware of stuff a prominent partner wasn't even aware of yet. I literally have 3 pages of notes and comments for Klean's stream. I didn't watch his stream, I analyzed his stream. And that, my friend, is why you are going to hit sub right now. And if at any point during this video you go, man, he was right, this video is freaking nice, that's when you hit like. Alright, let's get it on with the highlights. So I'll have some curated footage in the background, and I'll throw in any relevant footage with what I'm saying if necessary. So one of the first things we've learned is that the firing range mode will act as a testing ground of some sort. Right now, all we have is weapons, but the plan is to be able to experiment with the vehicles and building mechanics also. The occupations, attributes, and perks mechanics is meant to be unimprovable. You won't level up except for skills. The goal of this is to have the character you build at first survive with what he has, having you exploit his strength and work around his weaknesses. Speaking of perks and occupations, we got an in-depth view of all the perks and occupations. I was planning on showing you the whole bit, but there is a Google Doc list of them with all the details, which I believe is way easier to consult, so the link to that is in the description. We've gotten a nice and fresh view of what the health, stats, and inventory UI looks like, and let me tell you, it looks freaking clean. There will be a key to lower your weapon to show you are not hostile. That action will be automatically performed when entering a safe zone. We got a deeper view of how gunsmithing will work, and I'm freaking excited about this. Basically, we will be able to disassemble the entire gun and mix match compatible gun parts to build whatever kind of variants we want, if you have the right parts, of course. Some weapon parts will require tools to disassemble. We've also got to see the full weapons and attachments list, which, as you can see, is extensive to say the least. And as far as gun spawning, this will be tiered. You will find weapons with less improvement and more common parts in places like, let's say, residential areas, and you will find weapons with better parts in places like police stations, military structures, and bunkers. And there will be tracer ammo available. We saw plenty of the gore mesh system, and I guess now is a good time to mention that the build Klean was using is actually 4 builds behind what the devs have, and a lot of improvements have been done, including new zombie models, which should be implemented very soon after the closed alpha launch. We learned that when you are fighting zombies, some of them might scream to alert nearby zombies. of your shenanigans, and zombies only care about humans, they will not bother with animals. This one was kind of obvious, but it has been confirmed. When using a lock on your base, you will need the key on you to unlock it, so watch out if you die and your key gets looted. The maximum group size right now is 8. You will be able to claim buildings as a group, but groups will have a limited amount of claims. All members of the group will be able to build inside a common claim. The loot spawn rate will lower as a server ages, making things harder to find over time. The map size for closed alpha is still 7.5 by 7.5 kilometers, and according to the devs, it takes about 35 minutes to run from one end to another, which is pretty realistic. The extra time the devs got to work on the closed alpha because of the roadblock allowed them to have an entire extra town in the town of Morley. Morley is a few kilometers east of Canmore and Deadman's Flat. The initial game file for the closed alpha will be around 60 gigs, which will not be available for pre-download. You will download the client via Steam once you have your key. There will be an option to wipe servers, but it will not be mandatory and will be at the server's owner discretion. This will be useful for having a fresh start following a big update, for example. The starting player cap for closed alpha servers will be 36 players. This will increase throughout the closed alpha. There will be basketballs in game.
Fuck, those are for Kobe.
The add-ons for higher tier backers will come in later. The devs will contact you when they feel it's the time to get the add-ons in, which right now is not their priority. This was already made clear, but I guess it's worth a mention again. Closed alpha will be under NDA. No footage of the closed alpha will be made public, not during, not after. The only exception to this will be via partner uploads, just like Klean's stream. Now, if all or most partner footage is made available to make content out of, do not worry, you will be getting plenty of Dead Matter content during closed alpha. There will be Tarkov style leaning using the mouse scroll button. We've gotten a nice look at some weather and their effects. The snow will accumulate on the ground eventually, but not for closed alpha launch. We got a very nice example of what the night vibe will be. Also, in-game time is 5 times real life time, although that can be set to a 1:1 ratio. We got to see how the rain will look on windows and weapons, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And this is just a testament to the amount of details these guys are putting into their game. Also, they have confirmed there will be no usable armored fighting vehicles in game, which makes sense. If you did not know, armored fighting vehicles is my real life area of expertise, and unless you are specifically trained on an AFV platform, you ain't moving that vehicle and you are even less shooting it. Sorry civs, that is just the first of your problems. We aren't even talking about the need for a crew to operate these effectively, the maintenance requirements, the POL needs, and the very long list of reasons any random jack can't just grab an AFV and use it. They didn't mention they might add soft skins, which would make sense because if the Canadian Army was deployed for this type of event, there would be G-Wagons all over the place, that is for sure. And there you have it. Plenty more videos to come where I'll dig deeper into the stream made by Klean. Again, give him a look on Twitch, link is in the description. This was just a highlight of the stream with info I think was worth a mention. And as you can see, the game is looking good, guys. But of course, I need everybody to keep it real, so here is the reality of alpha builds and what you should expect will be happening in closed alpha. Remember guys, closed alpha will have some bugs, some game-breaking bugs, and most possibly some downtime, some crashes.
And that the player character will eventually need to consume more to stay alive.
Oh, we got ourselves a crash.
If you spot things, have a pen and paper out, write it down, and report it. Report when you are in a closed alpha. The more you report and the more precise you are in your description, the faster things get fixed and the quicker we have a game release. And there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed. Before you leave, if you need a Dead Matter access key, jump in my Discord. Link is in the description. Look in the contest channel. I have a giveaway going on in there. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like and subscribe. And if you've really enjoyed, share this video and turn your notifications on. This is it for today. I will see you in the next one.